So heading out on the warm-up lap. If you're just tuning in and you've never been here, 2 kilometres, one of the world's best kept secrets. Pole position for this one will go to car number 17, winner of Heat 1 and the fastest man in quality this morning, Luke Harrison from New South Wales. Alongside him, out of position number 2 will be car 202, Jared Harbour from New South Wales. Row 2, out of Victoria, car number 27, Ryan Woods. He had a good run this morning, finished 3rd. Alongside him, car 14, this is also from Victoria, Andrew Magleton. Then we go back to row 3, Andrew Bird, car number 34, out of position 5, Jake Madden, and the 45 car alongside him. The next row, Joe Andriski, car 69 from Queensland. Alongside him will be Michael Howell out of Western Australia. Back to row number 5, Ken Wright from Victoria, car 13, out of grid 9. Alongside him from Western Australia, car 4, Grant Ord. Back another row, out of position 11, car 3, also from WA, Troy Kent. And alongside him, car 81, and that is John Mahoney from Victoria. Grid 13, Lee Lovering, car number 25 from Queensland, but ex-Tasmanian. Out of grid 14, alongside him, car number 54 from South Australia, Lee Smith. The next row, row 8, car 18, Tony Whitehair. Alongside him, car number 22, and that is Derek Risey from Queensland. And the final row, car number 31 from Tasmania, car number 31, Sam Percy. And alongside him, the Grey Ghost, being driven by none other than Anthony Viney, who had what can only be described as a shocker in heat number 1. So Rosie, all I'm going to say to you is brace yourself, because it's going to go off like a frog in a sock very, very soon. So, man on pole, Luke Harrison, apparently he's come second in the last 2 national titles, so he's itching to get a win.
Got a good number there for, of course, all the Ford fans out there. You know it's a Holden HQ, got the 1-7, the famous Queensland number, Dick Johnson and various others. Will Davison holding at the moment. That's another story, though. It's all about the Kiwis. It's all the General Motors at the minute. Just the field getting away cleanly. Yeah, all looking good. So, up in turn 1 for the first time. And a nice handy lead already by 17, that's Harrison. As Strider said, second in the National Championship. This is part of the heat process that goes through this morning, this afternoon, weeks tomorrow. And he wants to be, him and about 34 others have the same idea. That is to get max points. That's to be standing on top of that number 1 podium tomorrow afternoon here at Baskerville Raceway. Can he do it? Well, we'll know tomorrow afternoon, of course, but he and all the other guys out there have got designs on lots of points. So far so good, very well behaved for HQs, but they know how to play the long game. A lot of these guys have come from a long way away, from West Australia, from the far north. They've come from everywhere, so there's a fair bit on the line here. They're not going to throw it away on lap 1, you wouldn't imagine, so just seeing what's going on, seeing what grip levels are available, get the gauges hanging in the right place, see what who else is doing all around you, who's got strengths, who's got weaknesses, where do you reckon you might be able to slip through, which is a feat in itself, Strider, in this one-make series. Car's very similar.
Well, it is, and a lot of it comes down to setting a pass up a long time before you actually get to it, and keeping your car in good nick towards the end of the race, good tyres, good brakes, etc. towards the end of the race. Harrison in the first heat this morning, he followed Brett Osborne for the first 3 laps before he made his move. He made his move and then drove away a little bit, so he did a really nice job. And as I say that, he's just opened up a couple of car links back to Harbour in the 202 machine, who's got Magleton for company as they climb the hill over Skyline. A little bit back then to Ryan Woods, the Victorian, and he's got his hands full, because behind him would be Jake Madden and Andrew Bird as they work down to Calvin's Corner, turn 6 here at Baskerville Raceway. Out of there, and they work their way down the straight. So important to get a good run out of turn 6. It's only a short straight, but you need to have plenty of momentum, particularly in these one-make categories where everyone's effectively got the same set of meccano.
That's true. I was going to say the same set of, what you have in your underpants, but because we know that doesn't quite work. 14 looking very racy, come down to the braking area. I said to myself, I reckon he's a chance to really go forward. It had a bit of a whoops. He got a bit anxious, if you like, coming out of the straight turn 6.
Just to interrupt you there, I think I detected something that sounded like Andrew Bird's car was rough as, and he has dropped back a little bit, so keep an eye on the 34 Don Towing entry of Andrew Bird. He looks like he's dropping back.
Shame for the Tassie flag wavers. There's a few of those out there. Yes, he is. Pulling off the left, got a drama. He's had a fair bit of head gasket issues this last season. It lasted a while. He just thought he was on top of it, but I'm not saying it is that, but he'd be shaking his head if it is that, because it's his absolute bane of his life is trying to keep head gaskets on his Don towing machine. Anyway, he's slipping back to the front, and we have a new leader. What happened there? Something happened when we weren't looking. We were looking at what was going on with Birdie, slowing right down. Clearly there was some contretemps or some sort of on-track activity, because it's all, oh no, there he is, 17, he's still the main man.
Yes. Are you right, Rose?
Yeah, I am, yeah. I just so I
your
thought,
own little drama?
I thought that, yeah, is it McGilton or Magleton?
I'd call it Magleton.
Magleton, because he's the guy that, he's my man. He looked very racy before and he had a bit of a mistake coming through the chute. That's called the whole thing off. That's the next line. No, we won't do that. There's plenty more happened so far. So they're starting to establish some superiority at the front end, or each, as you say, pretty much slow burn stuff, isn't it? Strider we find in HQs, because they're so even. You just got to look at the guy around and go, well, where is he? You know, not as good as me. Where is he weak? Have I got a chance to get past him? Am I better somewhere else? But like, Ms. Birdie, unfortunately, for the Tasmanian fans, a multiple Tasmanian champion, great supporter of motor racing here. From Don Towing, the man, Andrew Bird, coming pit side. It's still running, it's not smoking, but...
when he came past here last time by, it sounded like it should have been mixing concrete. But anyway, our leader is down into the braking area for turn number 7, the end of the back straight. He'll come past the spectator bank, and there will be 2 to go. There'll be 4 in the book. There's 6 lap heats. It's Harrison. He's got a gap. Last time by it was 0.88 of a second. It's now 0.7 as we've just got Harbour doing the fastest lap of the race. A 106.42, which is about 2/10 off the lap record at the moment. They were under lap record pacing Wally this morning and did a 106 flat Wally for practice.
That's getting up about, isn't it? There's no doubt about the 106. Used to be 110s or 11s or something when they started 36 years ago, but now we're sort of like 10s, 11, 9s, and then, which is pretty damn good to get down to the 6s straight when you see, yes, we have got improvements in tyres and brakes and things, but quite exponentially though. There hasn't been massive changes. There's still Kiwis at core. So it just shows.
And I believe that's one of the reasons why the category is still strong. 36 years down the track, they haven't played with the rules too much. They've made small changes as they do over time, but generally it's still the same thing. And Harrison doing a really nice job as he did in the first race. He just opened a little gap and he didn't try and drive away. He just drove smart and just held that little gap. So it was 0.71 last time by, back to Harbour. Ryan Wood maybe a little closer in third as they cross the line, and it's now 1 second, and 0.98 back to Magleton, who had a moment just a little while ago. Our DSA pulled me aside and said, oh, wheels in the grass. That's not fast.
No, it's not. He was having fun though.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and Wood's gone into defence mode big time, coming out of 2 and 3, bottom of the hill.
Yeah, well, he's starting to cop some heat from Madden, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's what happened. He's got to go into defence mode, so that's Wood in the 27 car. That's the first of those 2 going up the hill at the moment, and Madden right on his back bar, almost literally on his back bar. So the white and green car, that's the leader of that duo on the top side at the minute. So they're having their own little private dice. First, second and third pretty much, they sorted, but they seem quite settled at the moment, and we are on the run home. So if they're going to do anything radical, they need to do it now, but they might be just look like the kind of points gathering here, Strider.
It's been very calm, although having said that, Madden just had a big dive at Ryan Woods on the run into turn 7, checkered flag time, and it's 2 from 2 for Luke Harrison, the New South Welshman, doing it nicely. Harbour for second, Magleton does the fastest lap of the race on the last lap and takes the lap record as well. And Ryan Woods will be next, and Jake Madden, Joe Andriski home in 6th, ahead of Howell, Western Australian. Kenny Wright was 8th. Looking for Kent in the 3 car, there he is there. He'll be next, ahead of Anthony Viney, who's made good progress. He started right at the back, got himself up to 10th, so good job from him in that heat race. Good stuff though. Pretty sure a new lap record of 106.1211, and that goes to Andrew Magleton from Victoria. So well done to him. The very first race which was held on October the 23rd, 1988, the fastest lap of the weekend was a 1:14.16. And that was Paul Bailey driving Ian Beachy's car. And a 74.16, and the new lap record just set then is a 66.12.